Let's be honest there. Can everyone open their eyes and see everything for what it is? Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Yosef's Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another Chelsea fans preview. It's Chelsea versus Newcastle tomorrow. Before we get into it, make sure you smash the like, smash the subscribe button if you're around there, turn the bell notification on so you don't miss any great upcoming content. Make sure you follow social on TikTok, Instagram, and X. Yosef's Chelsea Blues on all. I've had some compliments over the panel of the PSG preview, and well, I've gone and made you lot happy again. I've got them on for this preview as well. So let's just bring them in now. Doobz and Dan, how are you guys doing?
Big up to everyone. Big up to you in the chat as well, man. Big up to everyone.
Listen, I've calmed down since Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Sorry,
Wednesday.
I've calmed down, but listen, hopefully tomorrow can cheer me up a bit. It won't cheer me up because I honestly don't care that much. No, I do care about top four and competing for the Champions League, but at the same time, if we were to miss out, at the back of my mind, I'll be like, well, they're not getting extra money, and the money we would get if we did qualify, they'd go to splash it on some kids that we've never heard of anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. I completely understand what you're saying there. But before we get into this, because if I'm being honest with you, we're going to be talking about. I'm going to give you guys a quick few seconds to talk about the PSG game, and then, well, there was a big bit of news that came out yesterday, so we're going to dive deep into that, and obviously there's the Newcastle preview to do. So yeah. Before we get into it, Doobz, who's currently not here, he's just stepped out for a bit. Oh, he's back. His socials over there. It's Doobz25 on TikTok, Instagram, and X.
Yep.
Yeah. And Chelsea Dan, you can find his YouTube channel there in the description. All their links will be in the description, guys. Don't you worry. So, quick review of the PSG game. Doobz, start with you. What are your thoughts?
Shambles, mate. Shambles. And people are going to say, oh, we played well up until 70 minutes. Mate, the game 90 minutes. So, capitulation, even if the capitulation's in the last 15 minutes, still poor. And there's a lot of people to blame. You can blame a lot for that because there's a Jorgensen decision in itself. I thought it was arrogant. I thought it was stupid. And then obviously you have to blame Jorgensen himself because Rizzini didn't tell him to pass it straight to Vitinho or whoever it was. And then just overall defending, just like our season, just poor. And that's meant to be our best centre back pairing, Trevor Chalobah and Wesley Fofana. So for me, I said this 3-2, you would have been like, okay, you know what? It's only one goal down. We can turn this around at the bridge. 4-2, not ideal. It's not great, but there's still a chance. It's unlikely, but there's still a chance. 5-2, the tie's done. Because we're not coming back at Stamford Bridge. We're not scoring 3 or 4 goals and keeping a clean sheet against a team that we just conceded 5-2. So, hey. It's sad, man, because I actually thought, especially after looking at the other Prem teams, I actually thought we could go far in the Champions League. I said we'd get to the semis. Maybe not after seeing how Real Madrid and Bayern Munich have played, but maybe the quarters. No, the semis, because Galatasaray aren't great and Liverpool aren't great either. So yeah. It's going to take an absolute miracle on Tuesday, and I'm not spending the money. I don't think it's worth spending the money to bank on that chance.
Yeah. I mean, Dan, what are your thoughts on the PSG game?
Can you see that?
No.
Yeah, you can't see it. Right, it's that. Yeah, it says Chelsea 3, PSG Club World Cup, isn't it? The big badge
Oh.
on your shirt.
Yeah.
What is that? It's actually real. Is it real? It's actually real. Because the game against PSG, we lost 5. What was score? 5-2.
Yeah.
Club World Cup winners beat PSG on a day basis on a one-off game. We go to PSG, we do well. We get an equaliser. The next minute, Jorgensen goes and does that stupid mistake. This guy's a clown. Reminds me of the two Tottenham goalkeepers. Well, are we the Tottenham Bombers in the game? Because 5-2 Tottenham against Atletico Madrid was the same result of the White Bombers at PSG. I am fuming. The club's a mess. There's a few players in this team are consistent, not good enough. And what makes me want to know why is Sanchez being dropped for the PSG game and we having this goalkeeper, Jorgensen, that has been not playing games, hasn't started really in big games. Over December, crying out if we don't start first team football, he wants to leave in January so he can play in the club in the World Cup. And now he's got his opportunity. People praised him up in the first half. Oh, look at them two incredible individuals saves. Well done. The whole point of this game, he was crap. The first mistake, the second one from underneath his arms. Any other top goalkeeper would have saved that. And then the third one, Lily Costas, but it was an offside. It could have been 6-2. It could have been 6-2.
Yeah.
People forget about that. That if that goal weren't offside,
You were let off.
we were let off. So what are we doing here? Like, yeah, Stamford Bridge is going to be a tough game. If any chance, if we could go at home to Stamford Bridge in the next year and get 4 goals past them and try and keep a clean sheet, it'd be great. But I don't see it happening.
Mate, this is how confident I am. This is how confident I am that we're not turning it around. If we go through on Tuesday, I will tweet Blue Coat in.
Yeah. And you know what? Dude, I'll be the same. Because not the stat though, yeah. The fan base will actually because the manager's not consistent good enough. We talk about he's got plan B like from Enzo Maresca. But even though I think Enzo Maresca won us 2 cups, I think Enzo Maresca would have done a better job at PSG away than what Leon Russell would have done.
Oh yeah, 100%. He wouldn't have.
Yeah, 100%.
Remember last season how stubborn he was with Robert Sanchez.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, just dropped him in a game like that.
No.
I don't think his football would have been great, but then again, we see how he does against games like Barcelona, against games like Liverpool. So I reckon he wouldn't have been that arrogant, Maresca.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like this is what I'm saying, Lucif. So like even though people like in a way Enzo Maresca walked out on the job, we had no choice to get this manager in. Yes, and people relying on Leon Wessner on the results, what he was doing at Strasbourg when he done against PSG, when he won 1, drew he like 2 seasons and he lost 2-1 down to PSG with 10 men. They lost to when PSG had 10 men. And then they're going from his performance from Strasbourg against PSG in the French League to the Champions League. It's going to have to be incredible if we could go and pull it up. Depends on Saturday, because now we hear Gitters are back. And now we hear that Esteval's back. There's hope. I'm not going to say there's no hope. There could be hope if we see Sanchez in goal and if they're solid. If we could start off, straight away in the second leg on Tuesday and get like 2 or 3 goals and keep the clean sheet from there and go off second half, maybe. But in my heart says that we're out. if they score that one more goal, that's it's game over. And in my head, it's saying there's still a chance because we got heritage in the Champions League. But that 5-2 result wasn't a 5-2 result. But like you said, Doobz, the inconsistent errors, what happened, it was from Jorgensen. And what really wound me up and pissed me off so much as well, I don't want this goalkeeper, Tosin or Balashidi, and Jorgensen play ever again. Because as a fan base, you go to an away game in a different European. What did the old legend football players used to do? They used to come to the fans, wave to you, shake your hand, and cheer with you. I said, "Don't worry, we'll turn it around." But what did Jorgensen do?
Nothing. He walked straight down the
Walked
tunnel.
straight down the tunnel.
Even after Reece told him.
There you go. The club's a mess. The club's a mess. They're inconsistent. Can I see us getting top 4 this season? Yeah, we got Port Vale. We might beat them. But are we going to get very far in the FA Cup final? I don't see that happening. It's just hoping if we can finish top 4 this season with this squad. And then this squad ain't good enough. Depends how many injuries we get end of the season. It's just a mess. I've had enough.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it, Dan. And I completely agree with what you and Doobz have said about the PSG game. Like, I'll be honest, I don't care if, like, again, I agree with Doobz. I don't care we played well for 70 minutes. It's that last 15 or 20, whatever it was, we messed up.
60 minutes.
We shot ourselves in the foot.
Well,
whatever it was. However many minutes it was.
Just dropped. My head's just dropped.
Exactly. Yeah, and yeah.
It's literally like, you know, when water hits paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Lucy, the thing is that before we go over to Newcastle, the thing with this, when the head dropped, why did the head drop? And when it makes me laugh about Liam Worcester after the game, he admitted it. He did wrong. He told the players to change. Soon he put Romeo Lavia on, then Liam Delap on. Liam Delap? We could have crossed that in.
I don't even blame him for bringing them players on, because who else did he have? I blame him for, one, making the subs too late, and two, bringing Cole Palmer and João Pedro. We're just trying to get close.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you take them off?
The mad thing is, we actually got a third goal, but it was offside. We actually got a third. João Pedro scored.
Enzo Fernandez it was offside by the line touch. Yeah,
exactly.
That was lazy from Enzo, I'll be honest. But
so that was clear that we had an attacking threat when João Pedro was on the pitch. But then he takes him off.
One of, if not the most informed striker in Europe right now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But
just before, and also, if there was a different manager, if we had a proper decent manager, look at Poo, once that goalkeeper made a mistake for Tottenham, what did he go and do? Sub him off. Yeah, why did not Liam Worcester go sub Jolson off and go put Sanchez? This we know.
He's a PE teacher. It's gonna it's not gonna motivate them. And plus, if he does that, then the board are gonna sit there and go, "Why are you doing that to our players' confidence?" Like our club, despite us bantering Tottenham, we don't run the same way as Tottenham do. Tottenham. I feel like Tottenham are closer. Tottenham are closer to acting like a serious club, like a City or Liverpool, but at the same time, they don't have the people to do it. We have no ambition of acting like a serious club.
But moving on from the PSG game,
they made that clear in the article that we're about to go into, I'm sure. But
exactly. This is what I'm about to say. When Dan said our football club is finished, okay. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, like Mr. Yahel likes to say. Okay, we know he loves saying, don't we, Doobz?
Yep.
Right. Let's just get into this. We all have seen the news yesterday of a group of fans meeting up with a Chelsea director.
Well, it's been
So,
named now.
let's get into the tweets because, oh my word, we've got interesting stuff to dissect here, haven't we, Doobz?
Yep.
So, let's get into it. There it is. All right. So, not a Project CFC. They met up with Chelsea club director, and they have said this. We were recently invited to a meeting with the Chelsea club director.
Joseph, sorry, just quickly. You can
Sorry?
click on the actual. They've attached the actual article that goes into full detail.
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm gonna do that. But this is the main thing. These bullet points are what I want to run through. We were recently invited to a meeting with the Chelsea club director. In the interest of all Chelsea fans, we reveal what we were told. While we respect and thank the club for reaching out and giving us the chance to meet in person, we feel the attitude conveyed by the club director was simple. I can't say that word. Whatever. Of the hubris, arrogance, and dismissiveness with which the current ownership has run the club since taken over. So, this is what they were told. There is no appetite to compete to sign players that other top clubs are signing. Well, where have we seen that before? Mark Gahey and Antoine Semenyo, haven't we?
Yep.
It will take at least a few more years to compete at the top, but they don't know when exactly. Oh, okay. So you tell us you're going to be serious in the transfer window for how long? And then, okay, yeah, you don't know when we're going to be serious. Okay. Luis Enrique will not be the right fit for us as manager. Oh, yeah, because he's an actual manager and he's not a PE teacher like Liam Rosenior. And he's not going to go, yes, sir, I'll do everything you want. Yes, sir. Flipping out. There is no statistical relationship between managers and results.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so the only
John Terry is not the right. Yeah.
I was going to say, think about the managers that have left the club under this ownership. The only one that left because of results was Graham Potter. Let's be honest. The rest of them, Pochettino spoke out, gone. Enzo Maresca spoke out, gone. Thomas Tuchel said something to them, gone. Only amount of time before Lee Rosenior has enough, says something, he's gone. Then they'll bring in Lee Rosenior's like 10-year-old son as a manager. I don't know, but yeah.
John Terry is not the right fit for the team professionally.
Sure.
That clearly shows that they don't know who John Terry is. Is effing obvious. We are building one of the best teams in the world. Oh, okay. Now this is where I'm annoyed. Building the best. Okay. Right. I'm just going to repeat that. It is obvious we are building one of the best teams in the world. They even have to add a swear word in there to try and insinuate it. Do you know how mad that is?
Mate, I'd be insulted if I was in there.
Can I just come into this one? Because Luis Enrique would actually come to this club. He'll be a great, successful manager that will win things.
Mate, we literally interviewed him.
Yeah, but then, the thing is, because he ain't a yes man, he turned down, he refused to take the job.
He's not a yes man. He's not going to go along with the owners and say, yes, sir, I'd like to do everything you like. Yes, sir.
And also, as the manager of Roman Abramovich, what did the most thing did he always used to do to that new Chelsea Football Club knew how to win things? You bring a legend icon into the club to help the assistant manager. So why did not Liam Rosner, say about getting John Terry as assistant coach to help him along? But no, they decided, to get the Southampton B manager to have 2 games for Man City that did well and drew 1-1, and then ended up losing the second game. So now he's now appointed as the assistant coach with Liam Rosner. What are we doing here? And then talking about the effing best club in the world. Name me half of the players, the best players in the world. What? Cole Palmer, Joel Pedro, Esteval could be potential. Reece James probably.
João Pedro Asterix. But Cole Palmer, Cole Palmer, Caicedo, Reece James, and Cucurella are the only world-class players in the team.
Yeah. So where's all the best? Where's all the other best players in the world on that pitch? What Sanchez? What could he win a Golden Glove?
Our centre half's are average.
Yeah, Mark Gui was Mark Gui #1 striker. Yeah, Liam Delap. Is he another next Harry Kane? What delusional are they on about? Like the club is finished. They're in debt with a lot of money, right? We're not going to get no more new signings in the summer. They've got the players but are out on loan. Like we might not hardly see in the summer that they'll be sold. Like what? When we play the Newcastle game, yeah, it's tomorrow. What? And if we win that, is that now is it all over? Then we lose to PSG. We go back to saying it again.
With the fan base, it will be. We'll let's say we get a good result. Let's say we win 3-1 tomorrow. We'll be like, oh, let's say Cole Palmer gets a brace tomorrow. We win 3-1. Yeah. It's like, oh, the club, it's all well and good again. Cole Palmer got a brace. He's back, and then it's all forgotten. Start with this Reece James news. There's a couple of fans on Twitter. It's like, oh, brilliant news. Some have even said, oh, this just shows the fact that Reece James has agreed to this project and said it's exciting. He must know something that we don't. And I'm sitting there going, well, he's not going to come out and say, oh, no, the project's shit, it's terrible, I don't trust these guys, but I just want to play for Chelsea, is he? Like, sometimes you have to use your logic and things. And these fans, I feel like these Chelsea fans just don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But just also, before, sorry to butt in, Lucy, before you finish reading this. These owners have came into a club, right, where we were step free from Roman's area. They've got to spend more on the money what Roman left on the foundation out their own pockets. And we hear that they're selling players in the summer, like the Gittins, the Garnachos, the Liam Delap. Do you know that money? Do you know that money? Probably won't buy new players. That half that money on them players who will be sold, like the likes of Enzo Fernandez, the likes of Liam Delap, the likes of Gittins, the likes of Garnacho, like probably Tosin and Badashidi. Jorgensen will definitely be gone in the summer. Where's the money going to come in for that? Is that going to go back on the debts, what they own? Or are they going to somehow find a way to buy more players in the summer? Because if we do get Champions League for next summer, are they going to be serious to want to compete the Champions League? And I heard a lot of fans saying that we could be title contenders next season. We only need 3 or 4 viewers.
You know what these owners are like?
Yeah.
These owners, let's say you're going shopping. Let's say you're going shopping, like for food, grocery shopping. Yeah. They'll use their credit card. They'll use their credit card to borrow money. Instead of buying the food in the food section, they'll buy the seeds to plant apple trees. They'll buy the seeds to plant like cucumber trees, etc. And then what they do, they'll plant them. They don't actually look after them properly. They don't water them. They don't give them enough sunlight. So then by the time they should be grown, they're ruined. So then they realize, okay, now we have to buy some more. They keep doing that. Eventually, they're spending all this money. They're putting themselves in debt, and at the same time, they've got nothing to show for it. They've got no produce. They've got no food. They might get the odd one. They might get the odd João Pedro. They might get the odd
the food banks. The food bank. They're paying the £10.
That works out. They might get the odd tomato that grows and doesn't overripe.
Yeah.
But the majority of them, no.
But the thing is, dudes, like the £10, yeah, like you know the food banks for charity, yeah. They might go there. They might spend a £1, like you say, one tomato, like it's going to be the next João Pedro, or the cucumber, a bit of size of a cucumber, going to be the next Esteval, like name. It's a joke, mate. Like we all want our football club back, and saying about title contenders, what drugs or what pills are you on? What doctors do you go to see the future on your lights? Because they're here for 10 years, right? They say they can't. People say that like the bigger YouTube say they can't sell the club. Well, I'll show you both facts of a proper revenue. The financial people come out. They can actually sell the club, and I hope honest truth, if it was me. If we don't get Champions League, I don't want to be on the Thursday night UEFA European football or the Conference League. Because the way if you do that, the way you don't get in their competition, it's because they're here for money, and what they're here for only successful money, not to achieve Chelsea Football Club. Now they've won the Club World Cup, yeah. Even though that won't you're lucky you got in it from Women's area, and obviously they're businessmen that want to know about money and to invest, yeah, just for money. If we don't have their competitions, then they have to sell up. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're finished, man. It's a joke, shambles.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly get onto this. It's a long tweet, but I'm not gonna read the whole of it. I'm just gonna read certain bits because there's another thing I don't want to show you before we get onto the Newcastle preview. So yeah, again, they mentioned a group of fans met with the club director recently, and you know what? It's not like a group of fans met, but also someone in the Chelsea content creator scene met with the director as well. And we're going to mention him in a bit because it's on another one of the tweets I've got. But apparently he said, on the departure of Maresca, the director said that a coach's overall impact is overestimated and that there is no statistical relationship between managers' results. We've said this. According to the board director, problems with Maresca stemmed from him not being offered some of the same contract details that the sporting directors have in place. Now, well, I don't know what to think of that. But then again, that best teams in the world's comment, I don't get that one at all. The club's effort to reduce the wage bill has been seen as a means of offsetting the spend on players so far, and the director was honest about there being no appetite to compete for more established Premier League signings for this reason. There we go. Mark Gahey and Semenyo, etc. The club director spoke very disrespectfully about what was achieved under the previous ownership and of individuals involved in that time. In their view, the current project consisting of vast expenditure and player churn is the only means with which we can hope to compete at the elite level at some point in the future. Yeah, we're still waiting for that, mate. Flipping hell. Chelsea simply cannot afford to compete for the likes of Semenyo and Gahey, like I said earlier. The club director expressed surprise that in the view of the club still being 13 points off the top of the table at the time, this has risen to 19. In the fourth season of a transitional period, fans are not showing more patience. Well, we've waited too long for that. Although the director admitted they hoped for more progress this season. Well, let's hope we get Champions League football, but I'm not confident. And then that Luis Enrique comment and then John Terry comment at the end. Now, the Chelsea content creator that was involved in this meeting, let's just reveal it. Here he is. Chelsea content creator Matisse, M-A-H, as you guys mostly know him as, confirms he met Chelsea board member Daniel Finkelstein. So, now we know the name of the director that met with these fans, along with the other fans to share concerns. Matisse says that despite the meeting, he still has no trust and the club are being stubborn and will continue their way with approach. Now, I'm going to put his tweet up and then we're going to get on to the preview. Just to clarify, yes, Daniel Finkelstein invited me to a meeting along with other fans around the time of protest to shed some light on an answer to the many problems we have with the ownership from commercial deals, lack of front of shirt sponsorship, first team and multi-club model purchases via directors, vivid seats, stadium plans, heavy briefing, CFC LDN marketing, and nepotism in staff hires across the club. It was a good conversation, and he was very kindly clear that he did not invite me to manipulate, change my opinion on the ownership just to explain their point of view and plan. Since then, my opinion on Blue Cutout has not changed. I do not trust the recruitment of the directors. I don't praise the short-term front of shirt sponsor and mention the money lost over the last 2 seasons with the 60 million asking price. They're in a deficit. He didn't mention it as there's no new information that we didn't already know. The club are stubborn with their approach. They think they're heading in the right direction and will continue with what they're doing. Yeah, he's obviously a fan with opinions. That won't change until he sees serious improvement at all levels of the club, which he doesn't see happening. So as he said months ago, when Maresca was sacked, #BlueCo out, not in the game of repeating himself. and his stance will change if it has to. So that was a lot to dissect about the ownership, about the situation in the last couple of days. Obviously, Doobz, you've done a video on it on your socials, which the people would see when they check your socials. Again, like there's nothing really to say. The club's done, like, isn't it?
They're parasites, mate. They're parasites. They're just they're lurchers. They're dragging us down. They're anchors. That's what they are. They're anchors. While they're here, all they're gonna do is drag us down.
Yeah, exactly. Completely right. Now we're gonna get into Newcastle.
Before you just get into Newcastle, that Matisse is all clips. Do you know that? Just clips.
Well,
Because
he came out publicly. He came out publicly and said that his opinion's not changed.
Why he's doing it? Why he's doing that?
I don't think he's clicked. If I'm honest, I think
but I think it's dude because what it is, yeah. He's gonna say what he's gonna say because it's the BT. He's on all these big platforms, right? He's on the Talk Sports. He's on Big Six, and he's all on other platforms. Yeah, do it. It's gonna say a couple of things to keep the fans to keep quiet. Because why would you 1 minute go to speak to the directors with a thing, then next minute come out now you still blue car out? Don't make sense.
Well, no, but I know
because you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose his job.
I'd understand if he was invited and he actually wanted to hear from the directors himself. Like, I'd understand that. I don't necessarily think. I mean, it does baffle me it's taking him this long to be blue car out, but I don't think he necessarily does it for clicks. If I'm honest,
can I give you a question, quick?
There are content creators out there that definitely do. I won't name them, but yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna name the people as well because this is YouTube. But I'm gonna ask you a question. Say you was in that situation on that boat, yeah. They'd get you handled for money to go on big streams like Talk Sports about the club, yeah, like a pay rise. Because he's getting pay rise from the owners and he's getting pay rise from all these kind of sources, yeah. And if you was doing what Matisse was doing now as a thing, would you not come out like something like that just to give it the fans that the just the flow to make sure they're not on your back?
So sorry, what do you mean by that? Just saying
because he's on a pay rise with you.
You're saying Matisse should have come out and confirmed this before everyone found out.
Yeah,
I hear that. I don't think he was under any legal obligation because as soon as it came out, he was straight out naming the director and everything. So yeah, maybe I would have come out and said, I've spoke to the directors today, this is what they had to say. I mean, I know it's easy to say that now because I don't know what kind of position Matisse is in with the amount of contacts he probably has. So I don't know if they maybe told him not to post anything for now. But then again, if that's the case, why would they all of a sudden allow him to once the cat got let out of the bag? So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if to answer your question, yes. If I wasn't under any legal obligation, yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will say, yeah.
Because he's on the pay rise.
Wow.
I don't. Matisse is a good lad. But he's a good lad.
We don't know that. We don't know if he's getting paid by the club or not. I don't think he is.
He's getting paid for. He's getting paid for.
With what he says on his YouTube, sometimes I don't think he's getting paid.
Yeah, because you wouldn't say certain things and you're getting paid by the club. It's just not true.
He makes a lot from doing. He gets a lot from DR Sports. Probably. He gets a lot from doing other stuff, like from his big.
Yeah, he gets the money from other stuff he does, like Talk Sport, DR Sports, everything else.
Yeah.
Even his YouTube channel, Big Six as well. But one thing I did want to mention,
the club did get into him to the Talk Sports side.
But one thing I do want to mention about Daniel Finkelstein. I don't know if you guys have looked him up. Have you guys looked him up?
Yeah.
I wasn't that familiar with him, to be honest.
Listen, there is one fact that you guys should know about him before we get into the Newcastle preview, and this will explain everything of why he's saying all that. Yeah, Chelsea director, but do you know what else he does?
Go on.
Member of the House of Lords in UK Parliament. Well.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why it's such a.
No, did you?
I ain't got no problem.
As soon as I looked his name up, came at the bottom,
Yeah.
member of House of Lords in the United Kingdom. I was like, yeah, lock it off. If one of our directors is involved in that, then okay. But
then
yeah,
also, it's also part of the Brighton. It was part of the Brighton's sporting the podcast.
Yeah.
But
That makes
yeah,
it
but
worse.
just before anything, before Matisse is a good lad. He loves. We all love our football club. We all love our football club. But if he's going to be the high profile for what he's done, fair dues to come out what he said on X. Big up to him. But he needs to speak out a bit more for the fans, because we all know the club's quite in a much mess it is now. He needs to speak more about trying to push it a bit more on the club, because as we know, us Chelsea fans are getting fed up with all this PR rubbish, all this PR crap. But anyway.
Yep, you know that.
Innit?
Yeah,
You know
right.
the PR all rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll get into the Newcastle preview now. Because we spent too long talking about the ownership and poor result like the PSG game. So that's really dented our mood. I can see Doobz is already annoyed with his so yeah, he's already
We all are.
Yeah, this is what our ownership is doing to us. This is what our ownership is doing to us.
They make me go great. Look, they're making me go
The
great.
2 times I've been close to tears under this ownership was the 5-0 Arsenal and that game on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
They were the 2 times I was generally like close to, like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If that
Don't
makes
even
you
make
sound-
me go
that
there.
makes you
But
sound sad.
yeah. Well, Newcastle game tomorrow. Racino obviously done his press conference. Jamie Gittins is back in training. Apparently Esteval, he's training, but apparently he won't make it tomorrow. Most likely for the PSG game he'll make it. So yeah, let's get into our predicted lineup then, and then we'll get on to our score prediction after. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. Goalkeeper, I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Why is Jorgensen anywhere near?
Yeah, please. I don't want to see Jorgensen in goals this game. He should never play again. Never play again.
I'd rather I had put Slanino on the bench for like a.
Yeah, Slade. Or
Right.
that goalkeeper we got back from Bolton.
I don't
Dudes.
even know who we got.
Mark.
Max Merrick.
Yeah, Max Merrick. Yeah.
But anyway,
Any-
left back.
I love him.
Cucurella. Even though, if I'm honest, I don't think he was amazing the other day, and Hato's been playing well. But
Right back.
I think I'll go Hato.
a right back.
Right back.
No, left back at Hato, then right back Reece James. I think they'll heal West Cucurella for the PSG second leg.
No, I don't. You know,
Because
bro,
he could get injuries. It's the
I-
only way he could got back from injury. That's why, isn't it?
I honestly think with this second leg, especially knowing that they prioritize top 4, I honestly think they're going to say to Azina, listen, we're 5-2 down, just rest players. It honestly wouldn't shock me. Generally, it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if players like Tosin and Badiashile started. So,
What? But like, okay, you say that, but who do you think will start centre back tomorrow then?
I think it'll be Fofana and Chalobah because they want top 4, don't they?
No, I think they're changing tomorrow.
Well,
the only change it'll probably be Sarr.
It'll be Sarr or Badiashile or Tosin.
probably.
No,
But
you're near this team.
I don't want Tosin in this team.
We'll stick with Fofana and Chalobah. I'm going actually, did we go? Caicedo has to play, doesn't he?
Caicedo will play.
And Santos.
No. Is Lavia not fit to start by now?
No. I've heard he picked a knock.
You know what? This might be a rogue shout. I'm going Lavia.
If Lavia's fit to start, he starts for me.
No, honestly, I think the centre backs. I don't think the centre backs pair would be Wesley Fofana and Chalobah. I think he'll rotate.
He won't rotate. I don't think he'll rotate. If anything, he rotates on Tuesday. Honestly, I think he does.
Yeah, I'm keeping this Enzo Fernandez in 10. We we know who's starting left wing. We know who is.
Yeah, it's the only winger we have available.
Exactly. Neto's been banned because of his antics against Arsenal. So Garnacho starts. Palmer starts, obviously. There's no one else to. And then it has to be João Pedro. Because do we really want to see Liam Delap start this game? No, we don't.
Mate, no.
So, yeah. That is our...
I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying, but I think he'll put João Pedro on that left side and have Liam Delap.
No, he won't. When he hasn't done that yet, why would he do that against Newcastle?
No, I'm saying Enzo be on that left and João Pedro be the 10. And then Liam Delap up front.
Oh yeah, that's possible. No, what you think? No, he won't do that. Why would he do that?
Yeah, but he's done it in loads of games with Enzo being on the left.
Yeah, but he hasn't done that in a while. He might do Enzo on the left, and then he might do Enzo on the left, and then you might do or Garnacho on the right. But then that wouldn't make sense. I think it stays that way, or maybe Garnacho.
I just don't think he trusts Garnacho for a minute.
I think he played well against. He played well against Villa. He played well against Wrexham. I think
that's Wrexham.
But that's Wrexham. But in the second half, he played well against Villa. Yeah,
I expect him to play well against Wrexham.
Yeah, but Neto hasn't played well in 8. We had this debate the other day. Neto hadn't played well in ages. I think he should have started.
But he played well. He played well against PSG, though, didn't he?
We're gonna, we're gonna stick with that. Let us know if you agree or disagree in the comments down below. Now, score predictions. Dan, what do you reckon?
I don't really like doing the predictions no more, but I stopped doing it because the way the performance lately, even though we've gone with, I'm gonna go 2-2 draw.
Wait, should I open the black market?
I hope not. But yeah, Doobz, what do you reckon?
I'm actually gonna go 3-1 win. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Newcastle are terrible away from home, and I just feel like the players will want to.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going for a 2-2 draw?
Why?
Why is that?
Because they did well against Barcelona, and if Barcelona didn't get that penalty, they wouldn't have got a draw out of that. And they actually did well.
They are poor at Stamford Bridge.
I know they're poor, but I know they're poor at Stamford Bridge, yeah. But this is a totally different team to what we had in the rotation the last couple of seasons. Like,
do you think it's worse? Do you think it's that much worse than last season, though?
Yes, we got worse players this part of this season than what we had last season.
I don't think it's that much.
There's just it's Liam Delap. We had Jackson last season who could actually help. Where Liam Delap don't do that.
You got João Pedro now, who's been scoring goals for fun recently.
Yeah, no, I agree with saying. What I'm trying to say, Doobz, is where this season we have more worse of wingers than what we had last season in the rotation.
Yeah, but I mean, you could also say last season we had Robert Sanchez acting like an idiot for most games. Our defense.
It was terrible last season.
Yeah, our defense still wasn't great. Our defense wasn't better last season than this season, if we're being honest.
But when we played about Newcastle this season, we was 2-0 down. And if it wasn't for Reece James,
that was at St James's Park, away from home, and at Stamford Bridge. They've been poor.
But what I'm trying to say is, Doobz, we've been crap at home than being in that away. We've been better away. There's a record, yeah. This is the first time we lost away against PSG. That's the first time we've actually lost. When we play away, we play more better away than at home. And it showed you. Leeds United drew 1-1. Was 2-2? Yeah, 2-2. It was 2-0 up. We drew 2-2. Burnley game, we drew 1-1. 10 men. Our home game record's been poor, mate.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. But at the same time, their away record's been poor, so it can go either way.
I'm gonna go 2-1 win. It's gonna be I think it'll be very close. But
we need to win. We do need because
we do. Yeah, we need to win. but I don't know. I'm praying on the fact. I'm praying on the fact that Newcastle. I'm praying on the fact that Newcastle's bogey ground is still Stamford Bridge, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, cheers for jumping on, guys. It's been 45 minutes. I didn't expect it to go that long, but yeah.
Be good chat, man.
Doobz, where can they find you, mate?
It's Doobz25, TikTok, X, and Instagram. Yep.
Cheers. Chelsea Dan, where can they find you?
You can find me at Papa Chelsea on / Dan, or it's just put Chelsea Dan. You'll see me there. Much love for having me on the stream as well, man. And it's big to have you guys there as well, man. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button to Lucy's channel as well, man. That's what we forgot to say. Yeah, man. Just or if you want to get me on social media as well, it's MCRA6VRD on X, Insta, and if you ever want to come on to social media, yeah, that's it, mate. We got to see you, man. Up the Chelsea.
Cheers for jumping on, guys.
That's
gonna be it. That is going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like, smash the subscribe button if you're new around there. Turn the bell notifications to miss any of our upcoming content. Make sure you follow the social on TikTok, Instagram, and X. Yossi, Chelsea, Spears, and all. Both of these guys' links will be down in the description. Up the Chelsea. Win, lose, or draw.
Blue card out.
Exactly. Peace. Love.